Now, after the success of their sellout tour earlier this year, the Three Amigos are back for a major Irish tour this Christmas.
Patrick Feeney, Jimmy Buckley and Robert Mizzell join me now to chat about their love of country music, singing solo and touring together as the Three Amigos, or the Three Stooges, I often call them, let's be honest here.
I like the way you said join me.
Join us. I know I am a country music fan, so there you go.
She's been fangirling all morning. No, in fairness, you did a documentary with some of these
I did a documentary with Jimmy and Robert Mizzell 2-3 years ago, wasn't it? At home with country music.
We travelled the country together.
When I mean I travelled the country, I was from Donegal to Belfast, Dublin, Galway, Cork.
You were well able for it,
Kerry. I was actually in my element, wasn't it? Even learned to drive.
Donegal blood in you.
And the hang sandwich and a cup of tea.
I was only still in my nappies.
You were, you see, you're so much younger than the rest of them.
Still in them.
So much younger.
You kind of walked into that, Patrick.
And you'll be getting back into them soon, won't you, Jimmy?
That's true.
It's early in the morning.
I was amazed, even though I love country music, I was amazed, Jimmy, when I was out in the country music scene. Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, it doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, there are literally thousands of people attending nights like the nights that you guys host.
There are, I suppose, Ciara, and it's great, and it's, you know, it's only stronger and stronger it's getting. I think that, you know, since like the national media has embraced it that bit more over the last couple of years, I think it's fantastic. You know, we're on TV, I mean, we're up here this morning, we're on TV loads of times. It really does help. You know, to sort of lift the profile of all these country music singers, and there's more and more young people getting involved all the time, you know, so at our shows. I mean,
can I ask you, I mean, look, you're a lovely, polite man and you won't say this, but can I ask you this, Patrick? Do you actually think that you've had to gate crash the kind of the national media, in the sense that it was so popular and there was such a grassroots following for it that, you know, the D4 media couldn't ignore you any longer?
Well, I think so, yeah. The demand was there, and it was always there. And, you know, as Jimmy said, you know, over the last few years, it's been highlighted a lot more through the media, and thankfully on TV, it's been recognised.
What do you think? Was there a candidate? Was it Nathan Carter? Was it having a kind of a huge
help? It was a huge help to it, wasn't it?
It was a huge help, yeah. And it also brought a lot of young people to the dances, and it brought them out to see other acts as well, and it kind of made them realise that how strong country music was at the dances. You speak to anybody that comes to a dance, especially younger people that would have been going to nightclubs, and they go to a dance for the first time, and 90% of people on the way out, they just cannot get over the show, the professionalism of the show, the production of the show, and also as well, it's a huge social meeting.
Huge social scene, and actually what I found when I was on the scene, it was a great place, Robert, for young people to meet other young people, for single people actually, because it goes right back to those era of my parents, where somebody went out over and said, would you like to dance? And that's how people got to know each other, and there wasn't that much alcohol on the scene either.
You know what, I think you know, in the last number of years before the country music scene took off, discos were the big thing, and I think young people got sick of waiting in queues in loud discos, and it was sloppy and messy, and when the young people come out to the dances, it's a more relaxed environment. There's still a great bit of crack, but it's a more relaxed environment, and this whole there's jiving schools now all around the country every night of the week, and what they're doing is they're going learning on a Wednesday night, and then they're going out to the bands on a Friday and Saturday or Sunday.
My favourite line.
If you're raised on records, if you're raised on disco music, you're probably not prepared for the impact of a live gig. And it can literally change your life. It can be like being hit by a thunderbolt.
It's the energy thing. It's, you know, you go to a disco and, you know, it's all, you know, very manufactured, if you like, but you go to a live band. I mean, you know, sometimes we get a chance to go to each other's shows, and, you know, the impact of I think that live vibe, you know, as people out dancing, you can hear the bass drum thumping, and the whole atmosphere.
It has to hit you in the chest.
It really has to, you know. I think you have to actually, you have to go. You know,
but it swings as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
And there was a great line, my favourite line when I was doing the documentary was, you can't drink and drive, and you certainly can't drink and jive.
No.
Yeah.
So that was
all the good jivers are
so if you want to be able to jive properly, Don't
But
drink
Ciara,
and jive.
Go back to Big Tom's day when there was a dance hall and there was women on one side, men on the other. I know it's not quite that way anymore, but back then, well,
very civilised in my dances.
in Sligo, they were like that in
You're not
Gertrude.
civilised at your two, I know that.
How does he know so much about him from America and everything like that?
Well, I'll tell you.
Well, it's very interesting. It isn't just an Irish phenomenon because it's happening worldwide as well. I just noticed that this week the country-to-country package went on sale in the UK and it's selling out almost immediately. Now, you've got three major artists. You've got Reba McEntire, you've got Paisley, and you've got the Zac Brown bands. And they've got a package on each night of 5 or 6 artists. So you're getting great value for money. But that's 3 separate nights of country in, say, the O2 in London. And it's sold out within hours. I mean, that's serious business.
And there are people who play Madison Square Garden in the States because country music is so big there, and they're playing the Three Arena here, so your access is incredible.
And you see, the thing is, when the Three Amigos get together, then, like, you have Robert, Patrick, and myself. You see, we get together for our show, so you have the 3 in 1, which is absolutely unbelievable. That's why our tours are
3 in 1. That's our new slogan.
Absolutely.
3
It's
in
a
1.
bog off, is it? Like a buy one, get free?
No, you buy 2, you get 1 free.
We really have the best of both worlds because, as we've been speaking about our dance shows, but when we get together for our concert theatre shows and as the Amigos, it's something that has never really happened in Ireland. We're 3 singers on stage together all at the same time, and it has that certain magic. We were in Spain there last week. It's hard going, isn't it?
Oh, it sounds awful.
You're not over it yet.
I'm not over yet, Patrick.
And Jimmy, let me say this as well. That you see, I love country music. I always have. But what the Amigos do is not necessarily just under an umbrella of country music. Because that's very, you hear that a lot, country. We are a country band. I'm a country artist. But when we come together, we expand ourselves into different genres of music.
So there might be a bit of rock and a bit of pop
and a bit of
with a country twist.
A bit of comedy as well. Yeah. So we don't want people thinking that if you can't jive, don't come to us. We have more to us than that. And the Amigos allows us to expand in those ways that we can't do in a dance hall.
We built up, or even our comedy aspect of it now has become a very big part of the show, but we built it up through kind of one-liners that if they worked, we kept them in, and now we actually do a complete, like a dramatization of a bar scene where Patrick is Patrick's the barman. Robert's the flamboyant American, and I'm the local.
So
I'm the local Droot.
Robert, you're all method actors, then, is that it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, no, I'm Baptist.
We're very good. We're very good. You know what?
I'm Baptist.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you a great story. Just a little story.
Well, very quickly, and it's going to ease into the song.
Well, no, it's gas because one night before one of our shows, I usually bless myself and say a few little bits and pieces, and Robert did the same. And so I thought you're a Baptist. Hey, man, it works for you, he says.
That's right. You say the 3 Hail Marys, don't you, before you go on stage?
How well you caught me with
that.
The
Three Amigos will be rejoining us at 9:45 with a special performance of Bed of Roses.
Looking forward to that now, Marietta Dorn.